Too many guys are going out there looking for the Mona Lisa. Too many guys are going out there looking for the statue of David, right? These masterpieces of art that are revered and that are just amazing, and they're 10 out of 10. And women don't get there by themselves. You're not going to find a single woman out there. Like just look at the women that come on ladies night. That's a perfect example. If a woman is out there by herself and she's single, like most of the time, the women that have come on our show are train wrecks. They're fucked up. They're single because of trauma or baggage or kids from another marriage or this and that and the other. And it's almost always the women that are submissive and they respect their husbands and they know their responsibilities and they know their roles. They're almost always in a relationship or they're almost always married. So what does that tell you? So it tells you that guys need to change their thinking. Guys need to change their thinking. You're not looking for a completed masterpiece that's behind museum glass and stanchioned off where you can come and marvel at it. The best you can really hope for, and this is what you should be looking for, to be honest. You should be looking for a blank canvas or a hunk of marble, a unblemished, ready to be molded, whatever you call it, clay, right? Like, I don't know, what's the singularity of clay or marble? Like a hunk of marble sounds kind of like fucked up, but I'm talking about maybe just a pillar. And if you are the guy, if you are the leader and you know how to mold her and you know how to be in your frame and you know how to guide her and you know how to be competent, all of these things that we urge you guys to do on these shows and in our communities and all of this, then now here's the caveat, then again, that's how you mold her and that's how you create a woman that you want to be with. She doesn't get there on her own. Women, when left to their own devices, make incredibly retarded choices. Women, when left to their own devices, for the most part, are really bad at picking partners. Are really bad at picking their romantic boyfriends or partners or who they would consider a partner, not who I would consider a partner. I don't like that word. But it's this idea that for a very long time, it was the father or the father figure or an older brother that would pick the male for that woman. Because, I mean, look at the kind of men that women are attracted to today. Look at the kind of men that women are fawning over: murderers and jailbirds and criminals and like these thug guys that are, by all measures, they're alpha. In a way, they're the bad boy. They're the can't be tamed, right? We talk about killing Batman all the time. I'm not going to rehash that. But what happens is when a blank piece of canvas is left to their own desires, they're left to their own sort of agency, it's far more likely that the marble is going to be dropped or chipped, or the canvas is going to be ripped or torn. And I don't care how good of an artist you are. It all goes back to what is one of the first things that ever resonated with me in Rich's message was, it doesn't matter how strong, virtuous, masculine, how good of a leader you are, how well that you establish and hold frame, how much excellence you chase. If a woman did not grow up seeing that in a father figure, an uncle, an older brother, whatever, some sort of blood male relative, then she's not going to respect that in you, because she didn't grow up in her formative years understanding that that's what a real man, and what a true man, and what she should aspire to take in a husband or a long-term boyfriend or whatever. And it's the same thing. Like, you can be Michelangelo. You can be Leonardo da Vinci of leadership. You can be the most alpha virtuous guy, and you can have all of these skills, and you can be an amazing leader, and you can impart your wisdom, and you can guide and lead a woman. But if that canvas is ripped, I don't care how good of a painter you are, like, it's just going to look like shit. If the marble is already chipped and it's falling apart, like, you can't do anything with